From the men that brought you the shock story, the truth about Blackout Wednesday, and the expose, JB's The Reason I'm Not Married, comes the most controversial documentary in at least one century. Rumpus Christmas. Under Fire.
You've heard the tall tales. You've seen the disturbing images. Chances are you've witnessed the debauchery firsthand. But few know the true story. In fact, only the small group of men who call themselves the Rumpus elves know what this twisted ritual is all about. And they have been tight-lipped for too long. What we are about to show you is all too real. Our journey begins here at Rumpus headquarters. Here is the scene of Rumpus Christmas 1, where the brainchild of sick fraternity boys came to fruition for the first time. Calling us from his oceanside villa on the Isle of Capri is Rumpus elf Cameron Mills. Cameron, thank you for agreeing to do this phone interview. Can you explain to me Rumpus Christmas 1? How did this party first begin? And more importantly, why?
We started going to the bars more and thus started spending more money, which was doing quite the damage on our wallets. So on weekends, usually people started coming up with theme parties that we threw in the Rumpus room, and soon enough, it was Christmas time, and from there, Rumpus Christmas began. But it's always been a hot debate amongst the inner circle where the specific idea began.
Was it just a gathering at first? How did things escalate so quickly?
Well, once everything was in place, from there, I believe, we just picked up the Greek guide and called every single girl we probably knew in there. 6 of them showed up, so that was pretty impressive for us. I think they actually had fun, and a good time was had at the first Rumpus, so there was actually return attendance, which was surprising. But from there, it just kind of took off.
It seemed so innocent at first, like playing a little game of just the tip with the Delta Zeta. But everyone learned the following year, full penetration was not far away. In 2004, once again, Rumpus moved upward and onward. At the party's third installment, it spanned the width of 2 apartments. Sacred religious icons were mocked with a Christmas tree made out of beer kegs. What goes on at Rumpus Christmas?
What doesn't go on at Rumpus Christmas? It's a mess of drinking, socializing, womanizing, more drinking. Let's just say there's heavy JB consumption.
This all seems very normal. Very normal to you. Don't you think that any of this violates your guest's basic human rights? Or perhaps just the laws of common decency?
There's no future Gandhis in this group. We just don't give a shit.
Into the Windy City, the indecency rolled. No one actually lived there at the time, but no one cared. Lincoln Tap Room was the setting for what would come to be known the world over as Blackout Rumpus. Donovan, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the honor of being in this video.
Well, we appreciate you being here. Do you remember Rumpus 4?
I self-professedly remember very little.
Can you substantiate any of the stories that I have heard about, I believe, Chinese food?
I remember virtually nothing.
And so went Rumpus in the City. Every year, it was held at a different bar, and for some reason, the females kept attending. The atmosphere was rude, indecent, uninhibited. The Rumpus elves and their goons were thieves in the night, taking whatever, whenever they wanted, every day before Christmas. sometimes just 3 days before Jesus' birthday, the Rumpus elves would pour gallons of Jaeger bombs down the gullets of their female party guests. And then afterwards, more often than not, certain advantages were taken by the male party guests.
Can you describe for us, please? What is the relationship between the Rumpus elves and their female party guests?
Oh, we've known. It's very cordial. It's very platonic. I see what you're getting. Yeah, things have happened, but when you put guys and girls in a room and add alcohol and fun, because we're fun, it really, that's the equation for, you know.
For these girls, you're saying that they have it coming, or at least are they expecting this type of behavior from you?
They're there to have fun, and yes, at times we've taken certain liberties, but only upon their request and or acceptance. I guess that's the case, but only after the drink special's over. And you know what? They keep coming back, and I think that's the main point of Rumpus Christmas is it's reciprocating. It's a circle, and they just keep coming back. Vicious cycle.
These men don't seem to have the well-being of their guests at heart. But can that really be the whole story? If the party is truly that dirty, that despicable, then why is Allegiance so strong? Why has the attendance risen exponentially year after year? How many years have you been going to Rumpus?
Well, almost a darn near decade.
You love Rumpus Christmas, don't you?
Yes. The #1 social event on my social calendar.
I see. Why is that?
Oh, just the camaraderie, the drinking, the debauchery, the females.
The females.
The twisted blend of all those combined.
So what keeps you going year after year?
The pursuit of coot. Mm-hmm.
The pursuit of coot.
Good times with good old friends.
So there you have it. The mystery of Rumpus Christmas, straight from the horse's mouth. Unraveled down to its very core. So now I ask you, was Rumpus what you thought it was, America? When you heard the lewd details, were you repulsed? Or were you actually a little bit turned on? Everybody knows some whiskey and some Jaeger bombs help to make the season bright. Tiny broads with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to stay clothed tonight. You know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of shots of SoCo on his tray, and every Rumpus elf is gonna try to see if they can score with one chick, maybe five, and so I'm offering this drunken phrase to girls from 1 to 22.